Jaylen, Miami tonight. What sticks with you from that series and going down 0-3 and some of the struggles you guys faced in that series?
I mean, a team that we're super familiar with. We played them a bunch of times in the playoffs. So, a team that we got history with. So, tonight we come out, start of a new season, looking to kind of set the tone early.
For you, opening night, getting used to this new offensive dynamic, how do you feel like you fit into the offense, working in Kristaps, working in Drew?
I feel good as of right now. I think it's we building chemistry. It's important to get our flow, our spacing right. Each game is going to be different. I think it's important to get the big fella going, get Kristaps feeling good. So it's a long journey. So I'm excited to build chemistry. I know we got a great team, and each given night is going to be different. You got to be mature enough to handle that and be ready to go.
Fit in may not be the phrase that really makes sense for you and the type of player you are, but what are you telling yourself in terms of the day-to-day, and how to get accustomed to this new group?
Just come out. Control what you can control, your effort, your energy, and stuff like that. Come out, be a defender, make guys have tough nights, get out and run in transition, make the right play. Let the game kind of tell you what to do. You know what I mean? It's a great group that we have. It's an honor to play with so much talent on one team. So you got to be willing to sacrifice in some ways in order for the betterment or the longevity of what you're trying to accomplish. So for me, it's just all about just playing the game the right way, just coming out with an aggressive mindset. Making the right plays. But if it calls for it to do what I've been doing my whole career, yeah, it's no issue for me. I'm always ready.
You got Kristaps a few buckets out of the pick and roll, including that three midway through the fourth. How do you think he'll help your growth as a facilitator?
He's important for our group, so I'm always telling him I'm looking for him early, getting him going, getting him feeling well, getting adjusted to not just Boston, but just our team and our organization, our culture is a huge part of what we want in terms of our long-term success. So I tell KP all the time, I'm going to you early, looking for you early, get him feeling well because we need him on defense too, as well as offense. So he's important to everything that we got going over here. So we want to make sure you get him going and get him feeling well.
After Game 7 last year against Miami, you thought you didn't have a great game. Did anything from that game or that series kind of inform the way you approach the offseason?
Anytime you come up short of your ultimate goal, you're going to have motivation. But, I didn't have a great game, but we didn't have a great game as a team either. So I think that's given everybody motivation to come back this year to be better. Everybody in the organization to come back and to be better, and here we are now.
Jaylen, does the spacing feel at all different when you're seeing the starting lineup this year?
For sure. I think, KP adds the ultimate spacing, right? And if teams are going to keep guarding him like that, we're going to keep encouraging them to shoot the ball. But I'm sure teams are going to switch their coverage, and when they do, people like me will be ready to take advantage of those matchups.
Fourth quarter, you having 0 shots. Does that matter of sacrifice, or do you look back on that and say, I got to be more aggressive in spots than before?
I think it depends. I think it's all going to depend on the game. The game is going to be able to tell you what to do. At times, it's going to call me to be more aggressive. At times, JT and KP had it going last game, so we played through them. But just being ultimately ready, being a basketball player out there, can still have an impact on the game. I know it's kind of you're judged on what numbers you produce or whatever, but with this type of group, it's going to be, the nights are going to vary, so got to be ready for that, and I'm excited for the journey.
KP is kind of playing a lot of drop in the paint. It seems like you guys have to do a lot on the perimeter with all sorts of help stuff. I guess, how different is that than the way you guys have guarded in the past, and what do you have to learn to make sure you guys have your rotation right?
No different than how we guarded with Rob, even at times with Al. KP is a rim protector. We use his length to get those blocks and stuff like that. But it's kind of similar to how we guarded it the last couple of years. No different.
There's so much talk about sacrifice. Obviously, Joe's saying it's a fluid situation, talking about Al coming off the bench. In terms of your sacrifice in the starting lineup, what does that look like for you?
I think it's going to vary throughout the season, you know what I mean? So everybody just got to be ready. Everybody got to be mature enough to handle it, you know what I mean? And I'm excited about that. As one of the leaders on the team, You know what I mean? You're supposed to be the example. So as we come out, getting our guys ready to go, making sure everybody's feeling right, making sure we get the big fella going early, making sure our team chemistry is right, we finding a way to win. That's all that matters to me, and everything else can take care of itself.
Thanks, Jaylen.
Thank you.